Where's Guy Jones?
Behind you.
Oh. Well, I don't relish doing this, but if what must be done must be done.
How do you have a gun out, Larry?
Well, I'm going to shoot you with it.
Why?
Guy Jones, did you take David hostage?
I don't know who David is.
I'm gonna put this away real quick. What do you mean you don't know who David is?
I don't know a fucking David.
You hung out with David. At least that's what he said.
I've never hung out with David in my entire life.
Put that on life.
Put that on Wallah.
Okay, well, shit, I didn't want to go that far, but okay. Okay.
I was told that apparently I took him hostage during a cash exchange
Keep going.
while I was with the Besties. In my defense, I was in this vehicle, dreaming, daydreaming, thinking about some tea, thinking about some caffeinated tea, just chilling, hanging out. Apparently, Mr. David, whoever this man must be, was wearing goggles, a mask, and didn't say his name nor his affiliation. So, even if I've seen him before, I've never hung out with him, but even if I've seen him in passing or whatever, I wouldn't know he's Cypress or Albuterol Boys. I wouldn't know who he was because he never said his name or anything. On top of the fact that once I came to and went into the cash exchange, okay, I never got out the car to hold him hostage, nothing. I was in the car the whole time. Once I came to, went inside the cash exchange, okay, he never said anything to me. Apparently he knows who I am. He never said anything to me. He never spoke to me after the fact. None of that. So, in my defense, how would I know who he is, who he's affiliated with, if I'm never told this information?
You know, Martin wants to pull a bullet in your head, right?
Yeah, because he thinks I backstabbed him, but I would never do that to you, Marty, or the Albuterol Boys.
Why you gotta explain that to him?
I know I do. But I'm here, pleading my case to you because everybody behind you and most or all the people on Albuterol Boys are my friends. And I want to hang out with them again.
Oh, yeah? Who is this person right here?
Leo?
What about him?
Don?
Who is this?
DJ?
Who is that?
Junior?
Who is this?
Apple?
What's the Chemains in Cyprus? I mean, who are the chain of commands in Cyprus?
Who are the chains of? I was never told that. Marty told me it's none of my business.
No, it's a test. You passed. Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Do you only hang out with us because it's convenient to you? Or do you hang out with us because you genuinely like hanging out with us?
I've said this to the Albuterol Boys, and I'll say it to you. As soon as I started hanging out with the people that I just met a couple weeks ago, it's felt like I've known them for years, okay? And I hang out with them, and I call them, and I chill with them every day because it feels like, these guys are my friends for a long time, It ain't convenient. They're just people that I vibe with heavily,
So if there's ever a situation where us had to go against, I don't know, besties, you have to pick a side.
I have to pick a side?
Who are you siding with?
Okay, I have to pick a side.
Yeah.
Like you guys are at war and shit?
Oh, yeah. Oh, this rain is fitting.
Is this a hypothetical or is this an ultimatum?
Here's the ultimatum. If you really want to become us, be with us, and do whatever the fuck we do all the time, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to choose no matter what. It's either us or them. So I'm asking you, Is it us or is it them?
Okay. Can I ask you a question, Larry?
No. Yes.
If I give you this answer, you know, you've known me for years. I've been married to you. I've known Marty for years. You know what I'm saying? We've been through a lot together, you know?
Yeah, I used to fuck the shit out of you.
Yeah. And, you know, you know who I am. You know what I've done in the past. You know my assets. You know everything I've ever done, you know? If I were to choose a side here, right? Where does my, how do I say this? Where does my utilization lie with the Albuterol boys / Cypress, you know? If I pick a side, am I just, you know, eventually a measly little hang around? You know what I'm saying? Am I a little bitch on the side? Or am
So
I a useful man?
I'm put it like this. You've been around us for a long time to kind of put two and two together. It's the path within you decide to choose from. I can't bring you to the water and expect you to drink the bitch. You have to guide yourself to a righteous path, Guy Jones. You know that. It's your mindset. If you want to, you know, if you see yourself, if you were to get picked, let's say hypothetically, let's say Lane Buddha he finally sees you for who you are and be like, I want him. Get to bring him in. Hypothetically. What I want to know is, one second. Okay, scratch that. Listen, I'm trying my best here. I'm high as fuck, and you caught me in a bad time. All right, I still have a condom on.
Okay.
I need to know this, Guy Jones. All right. Your mindset is where you choose to stand in this world. When it comes to 404, even when or if we ever had like hang arounds or this and that shit, they never got treated like a pawn or a toy, someone we just fuck around with. And I'm pretty sure you know that.
Mm-hmm.
Once we say we're friends, and we treat you as such. I don't want you to think like it's just another dude on the block. You mean a lot to me and Martin. And we want to see you like thrive and shit, but I'm not gonna lie, God Jones, like you need to see yourself drive. We see your potential, but do you see your own potential? So when I hear shit like this, it could, like, you could have known it was David if not, or whatever the fuck.
I would have never known it was David. I could have never known.
I'm just saying, like, it breaks my heart still.
I mean, I understand that, like I said, and I felt once these guys talked to me earlier today and they let me know, I felt bad because, you know, you and Marty, like, we've always been close, you know, and having Marty and you feel some type of way about me after we've known each other for years just didn't sit right with me, you know, because how could you think I would do something like that against you guys? Especially since Marty vouched for me in front of the Dons, you know? And I personally would never do something to fuck that up, you know? I don't know, still at this point, don't know who the fuck David is, okay? I would not kidnap somebody that I would know is in this group or in Cyprus or anything. Let me give you an example. I was doing a maze bank with Besties like last week, and I rolled up on these people to grab them hostage, and there was two of them. They were both Cyprus, and I said, oh, you're Cyprus? All right, I'm not gonna take you hostage. I got back in the car and drove off. Junior got taken hostage by the Besties, and I bugged the fuck out on Forehead for taking Junior hostage because Junior is one of my friends.
Yeah,
And
that's
he's part
true.
of the Albuterol boys. So I would never knowingly and willingly do something like that to spite you guys, you know? Like, that's not me.
JJ, you got something to say?
Yeah,
Can you shout?
yeah, I'll show it. I guess if we're going back to that ultimatum and your response to it being where you would see yourself in Cyprus, I can tell you firsthand, like, I'm very new to the group around me, and they've already become, like, I would die for every single one of these people, and they, I believe, would do the same. They
I'm
don't
just not
treat
ready
me
to
like
choose.
I'm at the lowest of the low.
I'm
you know
not
what I
ready
mean?
to choose.
That being said, that being your response, I'm curious if what you're looking for is a place you fit in, friendship and like a bond wise and the people you want to be around, or are you looking for a position of power that you want to be in? Because to me, right, the time I've spent with you, we clicked so fast. As you said, like, we've known each other for such a short period of time, but it's felt like we've known each other for so long. So do you feel if you take the position that you would be in both of these groups out of the question, I wonder where your answer is there in terms of chemistry and hanging
Are you
around
dumb,
with
mutant?
people.
Are you asking me if we take a position out of the gang and just view it as friendship wise, where I would choose?
I guess, like, is that what you're looking for? Are you looking for a group you will fit into, or are you looking for a group that you can control and you can have a position of power in?
Well, I would be dumb to say that, you know, I'm not looking for a group that I would have a position in. But the reason it's taken me so long to even figure out where I belong is because that is not my only purpose, you know? I wouldn't only join a group to have a position in them, right? I would join a group because I see myself hanging out with them and riding with them and doing things with them every single day, you know? So it's not whether I would have a position, it's whether I would have a position with people that I view as family / friends and that I would do anything with / for, you know?
I see what you're saying. Do you think that where it stands right now, just based on what you know at this current moment, you would feel like you have more of a place in Besties or with us?
Well, it's taken me such a long time to figure this question out. I've asked myself this question, you know, every day for the last like 2 to 3 weeks, and I haven't even come to that decision yet. I really don't know where I see myself, but if this is a matter of who I think I fit in more with, it would probably end up being Albuterol boys and / Cyprus. But like I said, I have not come to this decision on my own yet to give a concise and valuable answer, you know?
Okay, I see what your point and what you're saying. Do you feel like, let's say you were able to come to that decision right now and you said, I'm full in, I want to be hanging out with, hello, Apple? Are we good? We got beef we need to arrow? Anyway. Sorry, the thought just got punched out of my head. Give me a second here. Ah, yes. Let's say you were, you did come to that decision, right? And you said to yourself, I think I feel more at home with albuterol. These are the people that I want to kick it with. And you knew that you had a structure that you had to follow. There was people you had to answer to, and you had to prove yourself throughout time. Is that something that would change your mind about your decision or make you resent making that decision?
No, because regardless of which group I choose, that would be the decision, right? I mean, if I choose to be here or Besties, I would end up having to prove myself regardless, right? So it's not whether I join either of these groups and get put into a position of power instantly. It's rather which group sees my potential for what it is and allows me to flourish instead of throwing me there just to have me there, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean.
I don't expect to join any group and just be placed into a position of power. That's not how that works. But I also don't expect to be put into a group and just, oh, you're here, and then see no progression in myself, even if I am trying my best to prove I am an asset for months on end, you know?
Well, it looks like we gotta wait for Monday. Because I made my decision. I'm not gonna share it with you. Because I don't want the thought of you, you know, being tossed away torment you for the rest of the weekend.
I don't understand.
I made my decision, but I'm not gonna tell you.
Your decision in regards to?
Where you stand.
So, what does that leave us here?
That's a great question. Because Martin wants to shoot you. So, honestly, it'd be kind of awkward if we're all just like, hey. Or Martin calls us like, hey, I just shot Guy Jones. W. You know, be kind of. So, do you see what I'm saying?
I do not.
All right, so, God damn it. Look, okay, I made my decision, okay? I believe you.
Okay.
I believe you are truthful in your words, and if you say it was David, it wasn't David. I have no choice but to take your word on it, right?
I mean, it was
Okay.
David. I just didn't know it was David.
Yeah.
And I didn't know him.
That.
But yeah.
You didn't know him, yeah. But it still doesn't shake the fact that Martin still feels what he feels, and you need to convince him as well that you had no bad intentions on hurting or harming David, and you didn't know it was, and if you did, you wouldn't have done that, but he doesn't know that. So you're good with me. Now you gotta be good with him and everyone else.
I understand that. But where does
If
that
you
leave
ish-
me with hanging out with my friends?
It's up to them.
I mean, they're fine with
You-
hanging out with me. They were
You
scared
guys are
because of
fine
you
with hanging
guys.
out with you guys, Joes?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man.
All right, good. All right. Well, that's at least two of us.
Apple, CJ, hello? Liam? I mean, I don't know Leah like that, but CJ,
Well,
Apple?
you probably should get to know Leah. Matter of fact, you probably should get to know everyone.
I'm eating an Oreo, bro.
I know it's probably kind of.
Leah, get up here and talk your shit.
I know it's probably hard to get to know people like me and David because we're kind of more like quiet people in the group. But I think this should be a lesson. Like, let's try to get to know everybody here.
I mean, I understand that. I get it. But me and David don't really align with when we wake up, so... you know, it's kind of difficult to meet people I've never seen before, but I understand what you're saying. I see you all the time, so, I mean, if you're going to be hanging out with these guys, I mean, I'm sure I'll be hanging out with you a lot as well.
Yeah.
CJ?
Huh?
Larry asked the
Now.
question.
It's time for. Oh,
Oh, wait.
go ahead, CJ. Yep.
Oh, whoa, what was the question?
Are you cool with hanging out with him this weekend?
Yes. as long as Marty is okay with it.
Well, we're not gonna know till Monday.
And Larry says it's fine for now. So that's
That's more. Yeah, that's enough for me.
It's enforced.
Okay, it's enforced.
Enforced.
Yes.
Guy Jones, if anything like this ever happens, what the fuck? If anything ever happens like this, Guy Jones, well, I don't want to say it, but you know, I'm not gonna say it, and I won't say it. Get to know everyone. You have potential, way more than enough. Put your gun down. I love you.
Love you too.
Don't fuck up. I know you won't. But let this be a lesson. For the love of God, don't fuck up.
I will not fuck up.
I know you won't. Please. You and Jazzy are probably like yeah, you and Jazzy. The only ones I actually know from way back in the day. And if you gone, I swear to God I'm gonna lose it.
Means a lot coming from you, Larry.
Look at my clothes. You remember this?
I remember
even
that.
put back
I
on
used
the
to
regular
fuck you
fit.
in those clothes.
No, I fucked you in these
Well,
clothes.
same thing. We fucked each other.
Yeah, whatever. Don't you ever call me again to wake up this fucking lady ever again, okay?
All right, I got you.
Fucking dialogue for what? I want to go shoot people. What is this thing going on with Chain Gang? What's going on here?
We're at war.
I mean, might be at war. Is it? Is we
Okay,
at war? Or
so-
is we not at war?
Okay, so basically, remember how they
I don't think this conversation really did much for us. I'll be honest. I don't think this conversation.
Can I talk to you?
Yesterday, so we blew up the ARV today.
I don't think this conversation did shit for us at all.